Hi, it's me, Fat Donnie. I'm here with an update on my weight loss journey. Today is Tuesday, February 19th, and I actually went back to the bariatric center for my second nutrition and exercise class. So I've realized that a lot of you never, or a lot of people that are on YouTube sharing their weight loss journey have not made any mention about having to go through an exercise class through their program. But my surgeon's office re- requires it because the young lady who is our exercise physiologist said that she needs to see us document our exercise routines, and she's going to sign off on our exercise portion of our classes. So basically, for the consultation visit, she set up for me and for all the patients a plan. For me, it was to do 30 minutes of cardio 3 to 4 times a week and do some strength training using at least or using 8 of the machines at the gym, and to be sure to do 2 sets of 10. So I've been sticking to that plan. I've been going 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And I've been doing my cardio, I've been doing my strength training. And in 1 month, from January 21st, 2019 to today, February 19, 2019, I've lost a total of 5 pounds. Technically, I lost 6 pounds, but then I gained three back, and then I lost two to weigh in today, 5 pounds lighter than I was a month ago. So I'm on track because they want me to lose 5 pounds a month for the next 3 months, for 3 months. So I've done the first month, lost my 5 pounds, I'm on track. So today in class this morning, it was me and four other like young ladies, and we talked. We saw a video on why exercise is important. We talked about the difference between just being mobile, like vacuuming the rug or mowing the lawn or going grocery shopping and walking around the store. Those are just physical activity. Excuse me. But those aren't really fat burning exercise and strength building exercises that we also need to incorporate in our lives. So we distinguish between that and real exercise like walking on the treadmill or running on a treadmill, walking or running outside. Most of us that we do the elliptical, which is what I do, I tend to burn more calories on the elliptical than a treadmill, and definitely more than the stationary bike. We talked about, even doing push-ups and things like that without having to go to the gym. Um, so we shared our exercise routines and talked about, you know, how muscle burns more calories than fat, and we talked about a lot of medical stuff, how insulin. I can't even repeat everything because I don't quite. I mean, I don't remember how it all works, but how insulin gets into our blood and whatever, and our muscles need it. And if our muscles don't use it, then it stays in our blood, and that's how we become diabetic. Something like that. Don't hold me to it, but it works something like that. So the ultimate lesson was that it's important to exercise, to get out there and do something, even if it's walking in your own space, in your own house or apartment or whatever. You got to get up and move your body. So I'm glad I've been consistent so far with my 3 workouts a week. I'm going to up it to 4, and so we also have a handout that talks about how to gradually build up your routines and how your body gets used to your routine. So you have to change it and add more weights to your weightlifting or add more minutes to your walking or whatever you're doing. You have to increase it over time so that your body doesn't get too used to it and stop burning the calories that you needed to burn. So that was our exercise physiologist lesson. And then we had a second teacher come in. He was our nutritionist, and he talked to us again about our meal plans and what to eat, what not to eat, and especially focused on the different phases before and after surgery. Um, in terms of the liquid diet that everyone's familiar with, our surgeon's office only requires 2 days liquid diet prior to surgery. But after surgery is pretty much like everyone else, where we are in the hospital for a day or two on clear liquids. When we go home, we can incorporate protein drinks, and then I think that lasts for a week or two, and then um, we can pick up puree foods, like baby food. We want to get everything to the consistency of applesauce. So I'm going to be eating a lot of applesauce because I'm not pureeing chicken or broccoli or anything like that. I'm going to probably eat a lot of applesauce and whatever else is of that consistency that I'm allowed. Someone mentioned mashed potatoes, but that's carbs, and I don't think we should be eating mashed potatoes during the puree and soft food stage if we want maximum weight loss during the first month. So we went over all those the rules of what to eat, what not to eat, when we can incorporate things back into our diets, and I'm just kind of giving an overall high level overview of this. But as I get to that time, I'll be in more detail about how it all works and what I'm doing to stay on track. But so we did that, and what else? Oh, and the best part of the class was that he had samples. He had samples of the bariatric vitamins because obviously after you um, have surgery and you can't eat a lot of real foods, you need to replenish your body with the vitamins and nutrients that it's missing. So there's obviously it's a market out there now. The company has come up with the vitamins that bariatric patients will need. And it's actually a good thing because they have, they know exactly how much of vitamin A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever they are, and iron and everything else. They know the levels that we need to stay healthy and strong. You know, he made it scary. If you don't take your vitamins, you risk not only losing your hair, but eventually or possibly even losing your teeth. So, for bariatric surgery patients, regardless of which bariatric surgery you get, um, the sleeve, the gastric bypass RNY, or the DS duodenum switch, regardless of what you get, you're going to need to have vitamins for the rest of your life. And that's not a problem because I had already started incorporating multivitamins into my life a couple of years ago. The thing is, I use gummies because they're quick and easy. But after surgery, you can't do gummies, but you can do chewables. And then eventually, you're going to be able to have, I guess, the capsules. But definitely right after surgery for a while, you'll be using chewable vitamins. Excuse me. So he actually had some samples for us, and we tasted it, and it was a little bit tardy for me. One of the problems was I kept chewing before I swallowed, you know, because we have a rule of 20 chews before you swallow. But he said that doesn't apply to the vitamins. I can actually swallow a lot faster than I did. So I chewed it so often that the taste was stuck in my cheek and just was really tardy. So but other than that, it was tolerable. You know, if you chew the vitamin and swallow it, it was tolerable. And then he also had a sample of a chicken broth that was made by Unjury, 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 like injury, but with the U. So, you know, he was mixing it. He had some hot water. He mixed the powder. He was stirring it up. We were like, what in the world is he about to give us? Because it didn't look appetizing. It kind of looked like pea or something. So it didn't quite look appetizing. But he poured them in some little cups for us, passed them around. We drank it. And we were like, can I get some more? Because this stuff was delicious. So everybody was looking it up. How much does it cost? Talking about can we start using it now, even though we're months away from surgery. but it was very delicious. I'm not advertising Undri, but I'm just letting you know I tried it and it was delicious. So I definitely know that I could survive off of that chicken broth because that's something that they're going to give you at the hospital. I don't know what brand they use at the hospital, but they will give you chicken broth the day of surgery. And then when you go home, you're going to need chicken broth um, as well. So I know that it was tolerable, delicious. I don't know how filling it is, but once you have surgery and your stomach is smaller, I'm sure anything will be filling. So uh, I'm glad that we had a chance to sample some of the things that we will be taking. But also we have to keep in mind that after surgery, our taste buds can change. I'm not quite I'm not quite understanding how that happens because our stomach is way down here and our taste buds are way up here in our tongue, but for some reason they say our taste buds may change. But I think it's more a tolerance. I don't know of what we can and cannot eat um, because our stomachs will be sensitive um, like a baby or a small child. And you know how kids don't like to eat a lot of things. So we're going to get um, back to that as adults, refusing to eat some things or not wanting to eat something because it just doesn't taste good or satisfy us or feel good. Um, so some things that you may love before, you may not love after surgery, and vice versa. Some things you hated before, you may love after surgery. So I'm looking forward to finding out what is going to change in my preferences for my diet. But yeah, so I'm still months away from my surgery, but going through the process, had my second class visit today. I go back in another month, around March 19th, I think are my classes. But March is going to be a very busy a very busy month for me. So I have my clearance schedule here um, that I put all my appointments on. And let's see. So I know I have my follow up visit with the exercise physiologist and the nutritionist guy on March 20th. So that's a month and a day from now. I also have an appointment with the psychological assessment. That's on March 14th. That's a 3 hour process. And also in March, I'll be attending my first support group. This, again, our bariatric center, it's WellStar Bariatric Center in Kennestone uh, Hospital in Marietta, Georgia. Um, they require that you attend 2 sessions of a support group. So I have that on March 13th. So next month, March 13th, 14th, and 20th, I have appointments for my journey, continuing on my journey. So that's a busy month. Plus, it's the month of my birthday, so I can't wait. And also, I'm an accountant, and this is our audit prep season. So the last week of March, I'm going to be my company is headquartered in New York, so I'm going to be going to New York for our audit the last week of March. So the month of March, I'm going to be super busy doing a lot of stuff, and that's good because it'll make the time fly by. So that's my schedule for March. One of the students in my class today, um, she she literally had her lab work done this morning before coming to class, and she actually works for this WellStar Hospital system, and so she had her labs done that morning, and I thought you had to wait, to get closer to your time to get your labs done. So I haven't had mine done yet. Basically, they're checking your levels of everything, your vitamin levels, um, and cholesterol and all that stuff. So I know for sure that my iron tends to be low and my vitamin D tends to be low. And I have some iron supplements. I haven't really taken them on a daily basis, but I'm going to start taking them again. And then I need to go get some vitamin D and start to get that into my system before I go take these labs so that they don't, postpone me for any reason to try to get those levels up. So I'm going to make that adjustment so that I can get my labs done soon and pass for the most part with all the levels that they're looking for. So that's on my agenda. Um, yeah, so then I have a follow up for April, for the month of April. I will have a follow up visit with the psychologist, and then I will have one more support group. I don't think I have any more classes. I actually need to confirm whether my insurance wanted me to do 3 months or 6 months, but I believe it's only 3 months for me. But I'm going to call and confirm um, because I don't want to miss anything. The teachers were saying that they have other patients who may have like a 6 month plan and then they miss month number 4, they miss their appointment, and then they have to start all over for month number 1. So you don't want to miss a month because insurance will make you start the whole process all over again. So I need to confirm whether I have 3 or 6 months so that I don't miss a month. But then, if that's the case, if it's just 3, then by mid to late April, I should be done with everything. The only problem is I don't want to have my surgery till June because in May I'm going on a cruise and I don't want to go on a cruise with a baby stomach. So um, I'm not really rushing this right now because I don't want to get approved in April and scheduled in May for surgery when I know I want to wait till June. So that's my process. Obviously, I am excited about moving forward, and it would be nice the sooner the better to get this done. But yeah, I want to have my last hurrah with my cruise because there's no way I can go on a cruise and not and be restricted on what I can eat. Now, I'm still going to monitor myself. I'm going to make sure that I don't pig out. I'm going to eat in moderation, but I'm going to enjoy what I eat and not be restricted. So, anyway, that's my progress so far this week. Again, I'm going to step up my exercise by one more day and see if I can accelerate. I mean, I don't really want to lose a whole lot of weight. They said 5 pounds a month, and I did it for this first month. But increasing my exercise will allow me to combat any cheat days that I have. Um, because I had one cheat item just yesterday. I have stayed away from French fries for like the whole month, except yesterday. I had a whole basket of fries from Zaxby's, and they were delicious. I even dipped them in the Zaxby sauce that they gave me. So I had a cheat moment yesterday. But other than that, I pretty much eat healthy. Um, but I'm not too restricted, like I said on my last video. I'm just cutting down on my portion sizes as best as possible, staying away from, I haven't even had any pasta or anything. May have had spaghetti once in the past month, but I'm staying away from the carbs as much as possible. But carbs are, you need a healthy dose of carbs and fat. But so that's my plan so far. Excuse me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, advice that you want to give me, please leave it for me in the comment section below. And I hope you subscribe and I hope you continue to watch my progress. It's going to be kind of a long journey. I mean, this is almost the end of February. I hope to have surgery sometime in June 2019. So we're almost there. So keep hanging in there with me and checking up on me and seeing my progress and sharing your progress with me if you're also going through this journey. So thanks for watching.